Alright everybody, this is the Mini Prepper again, and today I have a review of the Camillus Seas 2. I just did a review of the Camillus Seas. You can see that there are some similarities there between the two, but obviously some differences also. So let's do a quick size comparison. Got the steel wheel cut jack, the San Remo 7010, and the Ontario Rat 1 knife. Alright, go over the stats real quick. You have a 3.25-inch blade and 7.75 overall length. GFN handles, or glass-filled nylon, and a titanium stainless steel blade. So same as on the first one, really. Let's maybe try to get the weight here. Or not. Come on. Hey, there we go. Alright. 3.87. Alright, so not too bad. A little bit lighter than the first one. Now, what I found really interesting on this knife is it's a flipper. And it works very well, actually. And this is running on the Teflon washers, if you can see that there. But this actually flips really good. So I was really kind of surprised on that. A lot of times on these budget knives, if they're a flipper, they don't always work so well. But this worked just fine right out of the package. I didn't have to mess with the pivot any. So I was happy about that. Now, a couple of the differences between these two. As you can see, the blade shape obviously is a bit different. This is more of a almost a straight blade. I mean, it does come up a little bit, but it's much straighter as opposed to this one here. This one is mostly belly, which not really sure which one I'm going to like better. This one I have used quite a bit. This one I just got the other day, so I haven't had a chance to actually really use it yet. It did come quite sharp. And I got some paper laying around here. So, yeah. So it came nice and sharp. Alright. So let's go over a couple of things here. So, the handle shape is not quite as good as that one. That one is definitely more ergonomic in your hand. Not that this one is bad, it's not quite as nice as that one is. The texturing on here, though, is a little bit more grippy than what was on this one. Not by much, but a little bit. The lockup is a bit better on this one. Probably about 40% on this as opposed to this one, which was more like 90% lockup. So I definitely like that the lockup isn't so far over on this one. Now you do have a lanyard hole on this one also, a little bit different than that one, as in it's just a hole drilled into the handle. On this one, they had the liners continue out. Now the only problem with it is they put it up on the top part here, which digs it in your hands because of the way it is there. And because these are kind of thin liners, it definitely kind of digs into this part of your hand here. They would have been much better off putting it on the lower part of the handle, but they didn't do that. Now there is, well, this almost could be used as a forward finger choil, but on the package they don't point that out. So it's really going to be dependent upon whether you got sausage fingers or not. Because if your fingers are fat, that is not quite going to work for you. But if you got small fingers, you'll be okay there. The hole in the blade here, you can technically use to flip it open, but I mean, it's way easier just to use the flipper there, which it works a lot better as a push button than it does as the light switch. Both work, but definitely the push button just makes it shoot out of there a lot faster. The other area that they changed a bit on is the pocket clips. You'll see quite a bit of a difference there. One is a deep carry, one's not. They kept that knife cutout in there, which I kind of like that. But this one is much more deep carry. It's also a lot thinner. You can see this one flares out and everything. But let's get a pair of pants up here. You can see how these sit in the pocket. So you could see how much further that sits in the pocket compared to the old one. And again, being that this is so much thinner, you know, this is going to be a lot more discreet in your pocket. So overall, this is actually a pretty good knife. Blade isn't too thick there. Let's maybe compare it up against Spyderco Delica there. So you can see they're roughly about the same. The Delica does get thinner as you get closer to the tip. This one doesn't really get thinner until, you know, you get way down here. Now this is a hollow grind, so some people like hollow grind, some don't. But overall, this is definitely a good knife, which it costs the same as that one. So really, you got to choose. You know, if you're looking at both of these, it's a matter of, do you like the thumb studs or the flipper? But both are going to work very well for you. All right, that is the Camillus Seize 2. If you like the review, please hit the like button, and I will see you on the next review.